Hi friends, it's Sin and I'm back to do another book review. This is for Let's Talk About Love by Kann. So I'm going to do a quick synopsis about the book. This is about a black woman named Alice who is in college. She is biromantic and asexual. She's accepted her asexuality, but she finds it hard to disclose to people, whether it be like non-close friends, family members, or someone she's in a relationship with, that she is asexual due to fear of rejection. So she's trying to become a little more ready for that. We see that a little bit in the book. Also, it is about just her on a journey, just to decide what she wants to do in college, to not have to listen to whatever her parents and her family say is good for her, to not have to deal with friends not treating her properly. So we just see her on like a young woman's journey about, life and love as well. Besides that, we do know she works at a library, and a lot of the story, besides being about, her just being on a journey, it's also a love story, because come on, the story's called Let's Talk About Love. And she does like this guy that works at a library with her named Takumi, and we get to see how that goes throughout the book. So we see it's like a little journey of Alice on a journey for herself, and her own awareness, and become her own person that is all about her and not related to what other people want her to be. And that would be society, that would be her parents, and that would be her friends. And also looking for romance as an asexual person and not wanting to be rejected. Looking for romance as an asexual person and trying to disclose that she's asexual when she's never done that before. So I do think that it is a good book to pick up, because you do not see asexual characters in books. You certainly don't see black women asexual characters. So it is nice just to have a book that has that type of character, period, to have a very underrepresented character. And I feel like this book really wants to express that asexual people are whole human beings. They are not fake people that need to be fixed. That is not a thing, and I feel like this book does that very well. Baby spoiler, we know in the beginning of the book that main character Alice is going out with someone named Margot, and she breaks up with Alice because Alice will not have sex with her. And she basically says like, yeah, everybody wants to have sex. Like, are you sure you're not, like, you didn't get that checked out? Are you sure you're normal? And I feel like the book wants to get rid of that whole people who don't want to have sex with people are not normal. Asexual people are normal and they exist in the world. And I feel like the author tackled this subject very well. I like that Alice is on a journey in the book, and I told her about just awareness as a whole for herself. It's just at that point, sophomore in college, where you are trying to figure out a lot about yourself, your life. What do I want to do in my life? People be looking for love, because she does want romance, looking just to come get your life together. So it's lovely to read about things like that. So I did enjoy that. The things I did have issues with. So I know the author wants us to see Alice grappling with different things, like having a fallout with her friends who've been her friends since the beginning of time. She has best friends, and I can't remember the guy's name, but the girl best friend is Feeny, and there's a guy, and they're together. They've been together since high school, and Alice lives with them. So, it has to be hard to be best friends with two people. They go out with each other, and y'all all live together. It's gonna be hard. So we see the challenges that come with that, but I feel like the author really wants us to just accept Feeny's character. And I've been saying that in all of my book reviews, but there's always these terrible characters that they have in books, and they're very flawed and sometimes just horrible, and they want us to like them. I do not like Feeny's character, which is Alice's best friend, and the author wants us to see her as a flawed person, as someone who fights for Alice, who will literally throw hands for her. But sometimes has trouble saying things that are rude, or excluding Alice, or just leaving her alone by herself and acting like that's fine. But really, I think Feeny is a toxic friend, and I think if the author glosses over that and makes it seem like their friendship is important to keep and to hold, even though Feeny is not a good person. And we know that at one point Feeny does say, she says things that she know will upset Alice, even, and she says it because she thinks it's funny. A real friend doesn't do that to people. And I feel like the author missed a real opportunity to discuss toxic friendships and how you should leave these type of people alone, and not like gloss over people being rude and toxic and how they're just your friends and you should, stick with them, right or die, whatever. So problems with that. My other biggest issue with this book: love a cute love story, love a black author, love black characters. Where are the black characters in this book that's written by a black author? I would like to know. So the main character is black. Yes. We have one other black, I wouldn't even call her a side character. She's in there sometimes, who works at the library with Alice, and that is all. I mean, we have Alice's family, but I mean, really, that's not what I expect when I get a book by a black author. I read black authors for a reason. I read black authors because I'm black and I want to read about black people. I want to see a black person's perspective in their writing. I want to read about black people in the book, So I want more black characters. That's what I want in a book. That's why I read them, right? So that was my biggest issue. I was just like, where are the black people? I am searching. I'm like, this is written by a black person, right? I know it is, but where are they? Can we bring black characters in? Yeah, that's what I needed. So very lacking in black characters. We have one black main character and we have one sub black character, and then just the family that's thrown in here and there, and that's not enough for me. It really isn't. I don't know about other people, but that's not enough for me. I could read a book by a white author for that many if I wanted that many black characters in a book. I mean, some of them don't have any, but there are nowadays where people want to be diverse. They'll throw black characters in there. They'll make somebody a black best friend or, some other random stuff. So that is definitely that was definitely my biggest issue. Biggest issue number 2 is the toxic friendship and the acceptance of the toxic friendship. I was not with it. So I would recommend that people read the book. I would. I say as a whole, it was cute seeing Alice on her journey to just become more self-aware, to think about coming out to people as asexual, which she doesn't have to do, but just thinking about having that conversation with people and her thinking about what she wants to actually do in the world without the pressure of her parents and her family. That's all a good thing to see. Even thinking about being herself and not having to feel like she has to always please her friends. That's all nice to see in the book, but we need more black characters and we need to not act like toxic friendships are okay. But it is a nice read. Obviously, black, asexual woman, you want to read a book about that. I would probably give this author another chance. I usually do. But if I read one more book of hers and I noticed that there weren't more black characters, I'm going to tell the truth. On book number 2, there weren't more black characters. I wouldn't read it anymore. I wouldn't. But as a whole, I did give the book 3 stars. I did like it. And it was enjoyable besides the things that I said. So I think that people should still read it, give it a try. You don't see black asexual characters. You don't see asexual characters. So I just feel like for that reason alone, it's nice to read a book about that. But that is all I have to say about this book without going to so many details that I would give only spoilers for the book. And yeah. If y'all read the book, let me know how you liked it in the comments. Or if you read anything else by the author and you did like it, just tell me. Don't put any spoilers probably because I haven't read anything else. But that is it for my review of Let's Talk About Love by Kann. I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.